Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Dave in here, always helping you play creatively. All right, so often when we play worship music, we get tired of just playing block chords, basic chords, and we really want to add some creative fills to those chords. Well, in today's lesson, I'm going to give you 4 worship fills that you could apply to your piano playing for more creativity. Let's get right to it. All right, so here's the first fill that you could add to your piano playing. And you'll often hear me say fill or riff. I like to refer to these as piano riffs as well. All right, so this is the first one. All right, so what is going on there? Well, let's review the notes for the right hand. I'm playing a D, and then I'm going an octave higher, and then I'm coming down to an A and a G, and then I'm starting over. Now, if you know your chords just a little bit, you'll realize that this is a D sus4 chord, okay? And so I can take those notes, play it as an arpeggio, and then I can play any chord in the D major scale on top of those notes. So this is what I mean. All right? All right, so let's move on to number 2. This is the one that I was playing in the intro. And it goes like this. All right, so what's happening there? Well, let's look at it much slower. 1. So you realize that I'm just playing C and G in my left hand, and then I'm playing C and G in my right, and then I play C and G in my right again. All right, so here, listen to the timing of it. It's really important. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And again, this is another one of those riffs that can be applied over any chord, in this case, the C major scale, but it doesn't matter what scale you're in. If I was in the D major scale, it would be like this. Or F. Okay, but you can play this over any chord in the scale that you're in, okay? All right, so let's look at number 3. All right, so it's very, very similar to number 2. All right, I'm playing C and G in my left hand. Let's look at it slowly. Okay, so what's happening in both hands? We have C, G, left hand, and then my right hand is C, D, G, F, E. Another one of those riffs that you could play over any chord. And so if you look at it, this chord too, it's really going between a C sus2 chord and a C sus4 chord and a C major chord, all right? So those sus2 and sus4 chords, those are really important in worship music, especially for piano players, because that is definitely where a lot of riffs are coming from, all right? All right, so that is number 3. Let's go ahead and look at number 4. So all right, so what is that riff? Really, you just have to think of this riff as the C, the B, and the G, okay? And you can play that C, B, and G, again, over any chord within, in this case, the C major scale, all right? All right, so that's just another nice riff to apply to your piano playing, okay? And then when you're practicing these, always move these outside of the scale that you're in. So if we're in the key of D, for example, then that C, B, G, think of the numbers. What are those numbers for the C major scale? That's going to be your 1, your 7, and your 5, okay? C, B, G. That is related to the scale degree of each one of those letters, okay? So if we go to D major, we're going to play 1, 7, and 5. So we have 1, 7, 5. Okay? 1, 7, 5. Or if we're in the key of F, 1, 7, 5. 1, 7, 5, okay? Some of you may know that song. Anyway, let's go ahead and stop right there. All right, so in the description below, you will find some free resources for you. I have a chart with sus chords that is in all of your keys. Go ahead, learn that chart, and you can download it for free, all right? Also, you can get the practice track that I had at the beginning of this lesson. You can download that for free. If you are a paid member at Play Creatively, you can also get the sheet music for all of these riffs to help you in your practice. Well, until next time, keep watching, keep learning, and we'll all keep growing together. I'll see you guys next week.